All right, what a year. What a year we've had. Okay, so I'm gonna cover some albums that maybe you missed this past year. These are the ones that stood out to me. This is not a comprehensive list, okay? So first we got Mach, Hommy, The God Fahim, Notorious Dump Legends Volume 2. Two of my favorite rappers working together once again. They work together quite often. But yeah, a lot of standout tracks on this album. Bad Hands is a good one. Just a solid little project. Next, we have a band that is trying to be our version, I'd say the new version of Hella. And I think they're doing a pretty awesome job, and that's Cloutchaster with Metallica. Cloutchaster with Metallica. Okay, I'll throw a couple country albums. I'm a country fan if it's that good stuff. Charley Crockett came out with Live from the Ryman this year. I recommend you check that out. It's a great live album. It is lengthy, so I understand if you don't want to listen to the whole thing. And Colter put out an album this year called Little Songs. There's one on there called Corrallin' the Blues that stood out to me. Next, we have like an electronic project. We have NANORAY with Delta PP. NANORAY with Delta PP. Really solid album, fun sounds, interesting. Looking forward for more from NANORAY. And then these last 8 I have here are it's just heavy stuff. Y'all know I'm into that. So we got Thus Spoke Zarathustra. Zarathustra? I don't know. Act Like You Don't Know. Really good, kind of like MySpace era screamo there. Same with the next project, Razel Got Her Wings. Again, kind of MySpace screamo style. I like a lot of the drums on this album. Reaching Serenity by Razel Got Her Wings. Speaking of drummers that kick ass, Hazing Over, Tunnel Vision. This isn't an album, it was an EP, but if you listen to some of these drums, it's just insane. Very, very fast, very tight. So yeah, I recommend that. And then a band who's kind of changing things up in the heavy scene, Fromjoy. Fromjoy put out their self-titled in 2023. Highly recommend you check that out. And then we'll go to Sulfuric Cautery, and I know I mentioned them in another video, but they put out a really fast and short album this year with production that's more like mincecore or grindcore. Suffocating Feats of Dehumanization. That's by Sulfuric Cautery. And then in a similar vein, in terms of like production and style of the music, we have Lipoma with Odes to Suffering. Also a really good album that I enjoyed this year. Last but not least, we have 2, and I put these bands kind of similar. They're both heavy, but they aren't like mincecore or grindcore or MySpace era. They're just kind of paving their own way. The first is Pest Control, and they're kind of thrashy. I really like them, with Don't Test the Pest. Really good riffage on there. The vocals are great. And last but not least, one of my favorite albums of the year, Zulu, A New Tomorrow. And if you don't know about Zulu, you should look into Zulu. They are doing things their way, and I love their influences and how they go about their music. If you haven't heard For Sista Humphrey as just like a riff opening track, highly recommend. Highly recommend. So those are some things that stood out to me this year. Again, not a comprehensive list, and I'm sure 2024 is going to bring even more and better music. So yeah, onwards to more new music, and I hope if you hadn't heard some of these projects, you check them out, and I'll see you in the next one.